In this series, we're going to explore the old and new Macau to see the remnants of its colonial past and the modern era as seen in the luxurious hotels in Cotai Strip. For part 2, we will explore the often overlooked heritage sites where East meets West and enjoy the colorful sights in Taipa Village. Since it's our last day here in Macau, and we've already explored, we already did casino hotel hopping yesterday, we're going to explore the Macau history and culture. So this is going to be an old town tour. Tama yung desisyon namin na ibalik na rin yung itinerary kahapon because today the weather is better. It's sunny. Kahapon medyo maulan kahapon. The heritage sites are located in Macau Peninsula, so they are not covered by the free shuttle buses. You can take the regular bus for 6 patakas. Although there are hotel shuttles here in Macau, some places cannot be visited by shuttle or you need to walk far if you will avail of the free hotel shuttles. So another option is to just take the bus. The standard fare is 6 patakas. They also accept Hong Kong dollars, so 1:1. So you can just make sure that you have coins or cash because unless you have the card that the residents use, then you will have to pay cash. As a historical context, Macau was colonized by Portugal for over 400 years and was only handed over back to China in 1999. We're now here at the Ama Temple, one of the oldest and most famous temples in Macau. The temple was built in 1488 during the Ming Dynasty and is dedicated to Mazu, the Chinese goddess of seafarers and fishermen. You can buy your wishing card here. It's 68 pataka. The temple is made up of halls and pavilions set into a hillside, each with a different purpose for worship. You'll notice the beautiful incense coils, stone carvings, and traditional Chinese architecture that give the temple such a serene atmosphere. These are incense. You can also go up the temple. You can also light incense there. According to legend, Macau itself got its name from this temple. When Portuguese sailors first arrived, locals told them the place was called Amagao, meaning Bay of Ama, which eventually became Macau. This is the view from the temple. That's Ama Temple. So we will just explore the vicinity of the place. This is also near Mandarin House and other attractions. Before we go to Taipa Village. This is the street near the Ama Temple. From the Ama Temple, just walk along Bara Street to reach the other heritage sites. We've now reached the Moorish Barracks, which is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Historic Center of Macau. It was originally built in 1874 to house an Indian regiment brought over from Goa. Okay, so from Ama Temple, we just walk along Bara Street and we reach the Moorish Barracks, and now we're having brunch, late brunch here at the cafe. Ang ganda ng theme niya, para siyang old Hong Kong film. Ayan, so after this, we're going to Taipa Village. We'll take the bus again. So, before we go to Taipa Village, we need coins kasi for the bus. So, we'll have some light snack here near the Moorish Barracks. Okay, so let's eat. And I have coffee and she has avocado toast. Ako avocado toast din plus eggs. 38 kataka per plate. Because Macau was a Portuguese colony. So yun. So yung streets din parang European na masisikip. Sa ano? Sa The street from Ama Temple to the Moorish Barracks in Mandarin House is called Barra Street. It's historical. It's part of the historic center of Macau. So, better to walk from Ama Temple to the Moorish Barracks, Mandarin House, and maybe up to the even up to the Senado Square, but that's a little far. This is the Mandarin House. So which is near the Barra Street. You can enter the Mandarin House for free. You just need to register. Okay, so let's see what's inside. Although this is the residence of one of the officers. The Mandarin House is one of the largest and most impressive old residential complexes in Macau. It was built around 1869 by Zheng Guanyin, a famous Chinese thinker and reformist. Visiting this house reminds me of visiting Casa Mila in Barcelona because it shows how the wealthy lived during those times. The house covers about 4,000 square meters and blends traditional Chinese courtyard style with Western architectural touches, showing Macau's mix of cultures. Today, the Mandarin House is part of the UNESCO Historic Center of Macau, and it gives a rare glimpse into how wealthy Chinese families lived during the 19th century. Hence my comparison with Casamila. That was Mandarin House. The good thing about Macau is most of the attractions are free, so you can enjoy the historical sites or access the historical sites for free. From Mandarin House, we walk to the main street to reach the bus stop. Pabaliktad pala yung nasakay naming bus. Tama yung bus number pero kumbaga mali yung sign niya. So better to still check here to ensure that the stop will be covered or kung anong bound kayo. So yan. Ano yung stop mo? So from the historic center of Macau in Barra Street, we boarded the bus. We're now going to Taipa, but this will pass by Senado Square, the hotels, Cotai Strip, and the hotels. So you can also ride buses here in Macau. Just make sure that you have exact points. It's 6 pataka. They also accept Hong Kong dollars. Riding a bus in Macau is easy, but it's a challenge for us to always look for exact change or exact amount, which is 6 patakas. Your option is to get the equivalent of Octopus card, which is Macau Pass, depending on the length of your visit. We've now reached Taipa, which has a more local feel. Welcome to Taipa Village. So this is one of the local villages in Macau. If you like taking photos for social media, then you have to visit Taipa Village because there are a lot of Instagrammable spots. Because of the color of the buildings, which is really influenced by Portuguese, this is a good spot for budding photographers and influencers. They're still painting it. So from Galaxy Macau, you can just walk to Taipa Village. Taipa Village is one of the most charming areas of Macau and a must visit. When we had a day trip from Hong Kong in 2014, we weren't able to visit this due to lack of time. This looks like a theme park. Look, it's Oreo. There's a cat. Taipa keeps its old world feel with narrow lanes, pastel colored colonial houses, and traditional Chinese shops. This area was once home to fishermen and local villagers, and today it's a cultural hotspot filled with street food stalls, Portuguese restaurants, and quirky cafes. You'll also find small museums and temples tucked into its winding streets, making it a great place to slow down and just wander around. There are souvenir shops as well. Okay, souvenir shops. This is the start of yeah, hindi yan bad. Masarap talaga yung sukoy kay Bacon. Ang daming free taste. So it's 10 a piece. It's worth it because koi cake is really delicious. Just like the stores in Senado Square going up to the ruins of St. Paul, the stores here offer free taste so you will really enjoy.
Ayun, Bomi. Bomi แล้วน่าไปแล้วไปแล้วน่าระวังจะเดิน1 2 3โอ้ยน่าวันมอดน่า one two three four five ไอ้ยะ
Whether it's your first time or subsequent visits in Macau, going to the Taipa Village is surely an experience worth doing. If it's your first time in Macau and only on a day trip from Hong Kong, visiting Taipa Village may not be in your itinerary, but I highly recommend it, especially if you're staying overnight. So this is Taipa Village. We're going back to Macau, Old Town, and then we'll be visiting the ruins of St. Paul, Senado Square again, and Monte Forte. Yun lang yung problem dito, hindi sila nagsusukli at kailangan may barya ka pag magsasakay ka ng bus. 6 pataka naman yung sa bus. Dito kami sa other side because later, para hindi madoble, doon na lang kami sa Senado Square bababa. Okay guys, so yan yung paakyat na ng dapat pala, tinuloy na namin yung pag-akyat namin kahapon. Okay, so that's the ruins of St. Paul. Pinaka-challenge dito, kumuha kayo ng picture na walang harang. If you're visiting Macau for the first time, you can't leave without going to the ruins of St. Paul's, Macau's most famous landmark. This grand stone facade is all that remains of a 17th century church built by the Portuguese, once the largest Catholic church in Asia. This is what you'll see behind the facade. After a fire in 1835, only the front wall and grand staircase survived. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a must-see spot when visiting Macau, especially for the first time. Yan Yan yung likod ng St. Paul's ruin. Ruins of St. Paul. Just beside the ruins of St. Paul, you will find the fortress or Monte Forte. Okay, so akit na kami dito sa fortress. To those who have difficulty walking uphill or hiking, you can also go inside the Macau Museum and take the escalators from there. If you use the escalators from the Macau Museum and go up, this is where you'll end up. We're now at Monte Forte, also known as Fortaleza do Monte. This was built in the early 1600s by the Portuguese to protect Macau from invasions. It is perched on a hill right beside the ruins of St. Paul's, and the fort offers a great lookout over the city. From here, you could see the Grand Lisboa Hotel and the Macau Tower, some of the most iconic landmarks of Macau. You can also see the old cannons and stone walls, and today it's home to the Macau Museum. So it's a perfect spot to learn a bit of history while also enjoying one of the best panoramic views of Macau. From the fortress, pwede kayong pumasok sa taas sa Museo de Macau. Tapos meron dyan mga escalator. Diretso na kayo dito para pwede na kayo umakyat doon pala. Pero yun, pababa, pwede nyo gawin yun. Okay, so pababa na kami ng Senado Square. From the ruins of St. Paul's, we walked down to the Senado Square, passing by different shops offering free tastes. Ayan, kuha kami. Ayan, nabusog na ako sa free taste. Aside from the many souvenir shops and bakeries offering free samples, you can also visit beautiful Catholic churches like the St. Dominic's Church and the Cathedral of the Nativity of Our Lady near the Senado Square. The Senado Square is a UNESCO-listed spot famous for its wavy Portuguese styles and colorful colonial buildings. Around the square, you can visit the Holy House of Mercy or Santa Casa da Misericordia, one of the oldest charitable institutions in the region, as well as the Leal Senado building, once the seat of government. So we're visiting this place again because we visited this in 2014, so we just want to see how it looks like now. This building was originally built in 1784 as the seat of the Portuguese government in Macau. It translates to Loyal Senate, a title given by the Portuguese crown in recognition of Macau's loyalty. Today, you can go inside to see its traditional courtyard, azulejo walls or blue tiles, and old meeting chamber. Okay, babalik na kami ng hotel since it's already 5:30 p.m. In my next vlog, we will feature Hotel Lisboa where we stayed for one night. This completes our 2 days, 1 night trip to Macau. Thank you very much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to like this video.